At Viber Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Viber Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Viber Finance. We are the future of crypto.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another stream here. Hope you all are doing good on this beautiful Thursday morning. It always seems like there's never a dull moment in crypto. Just when things, seem like the bear market's going to just drag on and trend sideways, we get the crazy FTX news and just all over the place. A lot of stuff to talk about. So I wanted to bring up the bubbles here, which is, maybe it's the times are changing. Every time we look at these, it's just straight red across the board. But this is actually kind of refreshing to see a little bit of green. Matic, all the partnerships that they've had lately. Starbucks and Nike. So good to see them moving. Where's our boy Hex? There we go. How are we doing? Hex sitting at just under 3 cents. But hopefully the bottom is close. We shall see. Jerome Bowles came out yesterday and gave a speech to us, hinting at maybe dropping rates to 0.5%, but we shall see. There he is. Oh, what's up, bud? There you go.
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
All is great, man.
Yes, sir.
What you talking about?
Oh, just for once, there's some green bubbles on the screen here. Really, every time I pop on here, it's just straight blood everywhere.
Oh, look at Phantom. Where'd they come from?
I know. You see that pump like crazy this past week, 40%. A couple of guys in the Hex community I know were into Phantom. They were talking about it on Spaces yesterday. And honestly, I don't know much about Phantom at all. I've never took the time.
No.
What's what he had some stuff he had to take care of. He's going to jump on in like 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, cool.
My boy Quant, man, sitting at $125.
Yep.
I mean, all things considered, man, Quant hasn't really, obviously it was at over $400, but it did not stay down low where we're seeing all these other altcoins just are flat right now, down 90, 95%.
Mm-hmm.
Quant just, I think, is going to really surprise people in the future. And too, with all the research.
Absolutely, bro. I mean, that's just a long-term hold for me.
Yeah.
Quant.
And, the thing that I don't like is that you can't stake it right now. But I think next year, native staking is coming.
Yeah, we're still waiting to hear about that.
Yeah. That's going to be, to me, because I like to stake my coins. I like to find coins that make me money. And that, with Hedera right now at almost 10%, to me, that's it's just a no-brainer.
Absolutely.
And especially when you could stake natively through your ledger, with this whole FTX debacle, it just, all the more importance to make sure you keep your stuff on a hardware wallet.
Off the exchange. Yes, get it off the exchanges. Hurry up. Goodness gracious.
I mean, we all need to use them, obviously, but, get in, buy what you need, and get it off.
That's what I mean. It's a in and out.
100%. So let's starting off, kind of getting to some news here.
Oh, do you want to start off? Let's start off with that Brazil article first.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I saw that there. It seemed like Brazil, they've been oh no, El Salvador. Never mind. I keep thinking El Salvador with the
With the
Bitcoin
Bitcoin.
there.
Yeah.
So we got looking like Brazil approving Bitcoins as payment.
Yeah. Got that there. If you want to go down, Brazil lawmakers have approved a complete regulatory framework for crypto, regulating the use of Bitcoin as a payment. But as you go down here, voted on Tuesday. I think it still needs a little bit more how you say clarity, but I think they're like one step away from getting this put into motion. Voted on Tuesday evening in Brasilia, the country's capital. The new rules recognize Bitcoin as a digital representation of value that can be used as a means of payment as an investment asset in the South American nation. The bill applies broadly to a sector which is called virtual assets and now needs only the president's signature before it becomes law. So a little bit more adoption there as we march. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's interesting. So it does not make Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency legal tender, but it can be used as it's recognized as a means of. That's interesting.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
crazy stuff.
I mean that you have. I mean, when with what happened back to in Argentina and Venezuela back in the 90s. I mean, when you're the richest country in the world and you get the wrong leader, you know that currency. You see how quickly it can go to zero.
Yeah,
But
it's
not
nuts.
all text positive for the development of the market in the country. A big miss from Tuesday's vote was the rejection clause that sought to cut some state and federal taxes on purchases of Bitcoin mining machines. While the text was quite restrictive, the benefit would only apply to operations using renewable energy sources.
Be right back.
Interesting. Other provisions include regulation of the service providers, such as exchanges, who still need to abide by specific rules to operate. The bill seeks to regulate the establishment and operate Bitcoin. So, yeah, they're basically saying that it's not money, but we will accept it as payment. And yeah, and then obviously
down there talking about FTX down there at the bottom. If you slide them down there,
yeah.
Was it?
Oh,
there.
yeah.
What they say here?
Boy, here, yeah. One rule sought to demand that such companies explicitly separate their patrimony from capital owned by customers. Yeah, the clause sought to prevent events such as recently we've seen with FTX, where funds were commingled. So wow, that's interesting. Now they rejected the splitting of the funds.
Crazy,
right? It's like you just saw what happened with SBF. That's a no brainer. Like you have to be able. The public needs to be able to see that the funds are separate and full transparency.
Full transparency, and then that's over there in Brazil. And then I have here. Isn't TravelX Bank over there in Brazil? They're using ODL, I believe.
Yeah, Ripple has major partners in Brazil. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Crazy.
And then also I saw that Ripple's opening a headquarters in Dubai. That was like a month or so ago.
Yeah. Yep. Just continuing to build as if there's no lawsuit going on.
Right. And that's that. And people need to realize that is Ripple, 90% of their customers come from outside the United States. So if the SEC bans them and says, get out of here, they'll just move to Dubai, move to London, and they'll operate around the world. And, the United States just won't be able to use their technology.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. So
yeah. So we have here. I don't know if you saw this.
No, I did not. This is brand breaking news to me.
Yeah. So XRP Ledger. Have you heard of XRPayNet yet?
I haven't had time to look into it, but
yeah,
I've seen a little bit about it. You've been talking a little bit about it, and everyone seems to really be excited.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be something great. It's like at its infancy. I think it's been about a year now. XR paid out to build a retail payment system for hundreds of UAE businesses. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
A payment solution built on the XRP ledger has partnered with 3 firms to allow hundreds of businesses in the United Arab Emirates to help them build a retail payment system. So got a few partnerships here. CEO Christian partnered with Dubai-based Chain Tech Labs, Babes Clan, and Esposito Intellectual Enterprises for the initiative. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
There.
No, I mean that's building out in the bear market. I mean that's what it's all about. You know, Dubai is the hub of that region, and them being an integral part, building a headquarters there, just like they
Right.
did in London. You know, you're seeing them pop up. Brazil, probably I would say the hub of South America.
Yeah.
And it's not coincidence. They're in Japan. You know, they're all in Asia. It's, you know, everything's happening for a reason.
Yep.
And, you know, kind of with the same, that Dubai, kind of the same kind of topic here with this, and this company Comtech we were talking earlier.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
They're now running on XDC for their gold tokenization. And this was really interesting because I did a stream last week about basically hinting that gold might be revalued. The BIS de-risked it from a level 3 to a level 1 asset, which level 3 was the most illiquid, hardest to value asset. Level 1.
Yo, if that right there isn't a gem right there.
Bro, so level 1 is cash, securities, stocks,
tokenized gold, maybe.
And then there was an article. It's called the 24/7 Initiative, and if you go to it's gold, I think Gold 24/7 is the website. But they talk about how gold is falling behind, and they need to completely revitalize the industry, and the only way to do that is to trade it 24/7 and digitize it. So you see that, I mean, taking gold and saying a clunky bar of gold is now as liquid as cash. That's nuts.
Sheesh.
And I mean, so that doesn't tell you something right there. I mean,
sheesh.
Man.
That's
and
nuts.
Then, you know, the so much of the news lately has been with the central banks and these mystery whales who are buying 400 tons of gold that the United States can't seem to figure out who it is. So all these BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, China, India, South Africa, are all stockpiling gold, and we're selling the hell out of it.
Nuts.
And they're gonna back their new R5 currency with gold somehow, and the assets, that the commodities are going to be gold value of wheat, gold value of oil, gold value of whatever.
Yeah, bro.
Dollar value.
Oh my God.
So we could be looking at a whole new way of looking at things in the future. You know, 10 years from now, we could be valuing stuff in gold.
Yeah.
You know, Bitcoin might be worth, you know, whatever in 17 ounces of gold. Who knows? You know how many grams they could do it. You know, I'm not sure.
I can see them easily doing that now with blockchain.
Yeah. So this Comtech here, man, and the fact that they're releasing on Zinfin, which we are super bullish on because of, you know, ISO, because of just the trade finance stuff that they're trying to tackle.
Yep.
And, you know, Comtech right here, this is really interesting. So basically what they're doing here is taking 1 gram of gold and making a coin for each one. So I think there's 120,000 coins total, and each one has a physical piece of gold sitting there backing it. And I know that they're over here in the Middle East, they're big on I forget the name of it, but it's in no interest. They don't allow interest. It's illegal in Islamic culture.
Wow.
I forget the name exactly of the name. It's got a name
Wow, that's beautiful.
like Sheba or Shira or something like that.
Yeah.
Niba or something like that, but it means like no interest. And the only way to do that is gold. So,
Yeah.
each bar will be backed by a trade flow warrant, meaning that that increased ease of trading tokenized asset is combined with the additional security, transparency, and real asset allocation provided by the warrant. So
Nice.
investors will be able to buy as little as 1 gram, and then the price just kind of fluctuates with that. So it's super interesting when you're seeing that, talking about the world, gold needs to be completely revitalized. China, Russia, these guys are stockpiling it all up.
They're stockpiling, bro. They're just bringing it in.
Yeah. Do you know about the R5?
No.
So I didn't know about it until that last stream I did, and it's a new. The BRICS nations came together.
They added one more?
No, they created a new currency. It's called the R5. And what it is it's a new R5. Oh, wow, they really don't want to talk. They really don't want you seeing this.
No.
So where is it? Wow, I can't believe it's not on here.
Ain't that crazy how they do that?
So yeah.
They're white, because I was researching some stuff earlier, and I'm like, you mean to tell me you guys have nothing on this? And this is the internet? What are you guys blocking this stuff for, man?
I know. So basically, man, so basically, this R5, all the BRICS nations are jumping on board, and they created this new R5 that's backed by all the fiat of these countries instead of the dollar. And it's a way to circumvent SWIFT. So they have this whole new. So it's the blockchain that the digital yuan is running on, that they've been using for years. They're trying to push out this currency on that network because it's already worked for China for their social credit score.
Well, absolutely, they are. Did you see that article I sent you with Putin?
Yep, that was what I was gonna. Yeah, that's coming up next. Yep, we'll talk about that. But
that's
yeah,
nuts.
This is the currency right here, the BRICS currency, and all these guys are coming together. It's backed by the Brazilian real, the Indian ruble, the Russian whatever, the Chinese yuan, and the South African dollar, and then 15 other commodities that are, I think gold, silver, and then the gold value of like wheat and 10 others. And then that is going to be the standard where other countries, and so Saudi Arabia joined too.
Wow, so, they all came together in agreement.
Yeah, so Saudi Arabia can now sell oil to all these countries.
Oh, there we go.
But the dollar.
That's how they were figuring out a way to circumvent them.
Yep. Saudi Arabia just said, screw you.
Oh, Molly's in the green room too.
Oh, there is. Oh, shit. What up? What up?
Yo.
There, Molly? Or is he frozen?
Yo, I'm here now. Can you see
there
me?
Go.
Oh, there we go. Yes,
all
sir.
Right. Cool.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How about you guys?
Good, man. All is great.
Yeah, man. Top of the morning to you guys. Sorry, they had some technical difficulties over here, so
Yeah.
Bro, that's it's all good, bro. It's now in the bear market is when you work out the technical difficulties functions when no one's watching.
Yeah.
That way when the bear market comes, we'll meet Eagle and I'll have setups like you all. We'll be looking fresh to death up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to turn this thing up to the next level here.
That's right.
But
even your sound quality is so much better than ours.
I think that we got the like professional mics. I'm not a sound guy, so I don't know exactly what brand they are. Okay, Shores, yeah. And I don't know what other setup they have, but yeah, Thank you.
Yeah, dude, looking good, sounded good.
Is Lindsay on?
No, dude, she had surgery on Monday, so she's been recovering. She's having it's hard to move around.
Right.
So she's doing good, but just taking a couple days off. But yeah, this is that article
Hey,
that
Lindsay, if you're watching.
Go ahead,
Go
Eagle,
ahead.
if you want to talk
about yeah, so we got here Vladimir Putin asked for creation of digital payment system for the international settlements. It's just such a coincidence, all this going on right now.
Yep. The necessity for a new digital payment system for international settlements.
Yeah. So we got here, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
The new payment system is said to be an independent of third-party involvement in banks. Wow. The details are revealed by one of the local media outlets. As mentioned, the new digital payment system can be curated using distributed ledgers and digital currency technology. Epics.
There it is. So they're looking for a way right there around the current system that they constantly are being sanctioned. And that. So yeah, I finally found a little article about this, the R5 initiative here.
Okay.
And it talks about what these guys are doing, all these countries, and how Russia, Brazil, South Africa, India, they're all gonna use this R5 currency and pay. It's gonna be an accepted currency for all their trade. And then once Saudi Arabia jumps on board, it's going to be just a free for all where all these countries are going to just pile on board. And is going to be when the dollar starts to collapse, in my opinion.
Wow.
Is when you see this happen. So the infrastructure is already in place with the digital yuan, and it's basically a giant test run to make sure it can handle this on a bigger level.
Right.
So, this is interesting that, I don't know if China is going to be able to sell Russia on using it on their blockchain, but regardless of what they use, if it's a new one or whatever, the fact that they're doing it, it's meant to circumvent SWIFT and get rid of the dollar.
Yep.
I mean, pretty much. The thing about that too is like Bearable Bull, not Bearable Bull. What is that? Bearable Guy. You know that like Riddler. Yeah. So I remember when I first started looking at his page, he literally been talking about BRICS for 3 years now, man. It's crazy. He's spot on, but you'll never know what he's talking about because you have to watch it unfold in order to understand the subliminal messages that he drops. So it's like, well, what is he talking about? But you don't know till it happens.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's crazy.
It's crazy, man. I love it.
Yeah, that it is. And hopefully now it seems that Elon is really gonna let Twitter be what it should be. And if that's the case, I wonder if people are gonna have to be as subliminal. Even though they're doing stuff, they're kind of rabbit holing, but just in general, with all the misinformation, it would be so nice to just let Twitter be honest.
That'd
Absolutely.
Be nice.
And with I saw that Telegram, their next move is to install a hot wallet inside the app and be able to buy and send and exchange crypto inside Telegram.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
That's just a simple connection, API connection.
Because I know their Solana or Polygon are making a cell phone that has a wallet actually built into the phone.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, man, do they even need that now? If you go a step further and you put securely in a app like Signal or Telegram that's supposedly secure and encrypted. that's you don't even need the wallet on the phone. You're just completely bypassing that whole step.
Yep.
No, you're right. And the thing with Telegram too is like it's one of those things too where if you really don't know how to work crypto, please don't get on Telegram. That's like the last place you want to go.
Right.
But I think it's a great idea for people who know what they're doing.
Right.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
But if you don't know what you're doing, please don't go on Telegram with a wallet because people get scammed in Telegram all the time
crazy.
without a wallet.
Clicking links.
Real
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
For real, man.
Yeah.
They got all types of scams in Telegram. I mean, so many different flavors of scams in there.
You never even know. They make copies of the groups that you're already in. So it's like, bro, you must be watching everything that we're doing.
Yeah.
You know you made it when you got a scam account.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, this is the most important. This whole article right here. This is the most important thing right here. Is based on the technologies of these digital currencies and ledgers. It's possible to create a new system for international payments, much more convenient, but at the same time safe for participants and completely independent and independent interference from third countries.
Oh, look at Putin.
Boom.
That's what Putin said.
Boom. But take that, Joe Biden.
Putin.
Yeah, take that and send that to Ukraine.
That's That's how you know he knows.
Mm-hmm. And then kind of on the same line as that, you see Italy is mulling a 26% crypto tax as Binance and Gemini set up shop.
Okay.
This is interesting now because in the Netherlands and all around Europe, they're super, super tax friendly with crypto. So this right here is a 26% tax on capital gains larger than 2,000 euros made from trading crypto. So I don't know if that's I'd assume that's total for a year, not for each transaction.
It has to be not for every transaction. That's insane for every transaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yup. And then you see Binance has registered in France, Italy, Spain, and then Gemini also added 5 countries to its presence. Greece, and then also those there, and Portugal. And what's crazy about Gemini is I've used them for now 3 years. I have a credit card with them, and their whole earn program went upside down. Or right now, I had Filecoin on there. It's the only coin. I have Kusama on Kraken staked, and I had Filecoin on Gemini. And they took I tried to take it out of the earn, and it's just like gone in limbo. And I've been depositing and sending money in there for 3 years. And the other day I put $100 of ETH on there for gas. It took like 4 days to clear. I go to withdraw it and it says security hold. And they will not let me take my money off there. They let it clear my bank, let me deposit. They let me spend $1 or $1.99 on the transaction fee, and now they won't let me withdraw it. And I wrote them like a nasty email this morning being like, how dare you? You just opened a credit card in my name, approved a bank transaction, and now you're going to tell me you're going to hold my money hostage after I've already done all this? And like I put a tweet up on Twitter, and like Richard Hart actually responded to it and like put like eyes under it. Like I told you, like I've been warning you. So Gemini's not even safe now, and they're expanded all around the world. It's so corrupt and insane.
That's sick. That makes me sick.
And a month ago,
like
my mom had been using Gemini too, and she put 10 times the money that my pleb ass has put on there. And she was going to move money off, and she couldn't figure out how to use Authy app. So a couple transactions, like whatever, froze, and they held it for a security risk. And then after 5 days, they told her, get your money off. Your account is being shut down.
What?
And they shut her account down. Yep.
Did she get her money off?
Yeah, she had to sell all of her crypto and then send it off to her back to her bank.
That is insane. And they're probably going to try to be like, "Oh, that's a taxable event. You took some money out." It's like crazy too, because
Yeah, dude, it's so nuts. So they now want me to send like an ID note with the date on it and like a
Right.
360 selfie. And it's like, I already did this. This is insane. You just issued me a credit card 3 months ago. What the hell? And I went through a whole verification for that, and you need this again.
You
So
know what's scary? What's scary? Bearable Bull and then like Richard Hart, Bearable Guy and Richard Hart, because it's like almost everything they're saying is like coming. It's like coming to fruition. It's like take this selfie and maybe I get my money back.
Yeah.
so true.
But yeah, I go through it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Gemini is not the only one. It's Uphold, Binance. I think Uphold is, oh my God, I don't even know why I even got started on that thing, but Uphold and what is that? Binance. Yeah. Binance as well.
See that they need to do. So the only one that, well, Bitstamp, I'm confident in because they've never offered one interest anywhere. They've never offered a coin for staking. So they make a lot on fees. They only had a reward program. So I think Bitstamp, I feel confident in them, and also Kraken because they just got some kind of Fed license to issue CFTCs or something.
Yeah.
Do you know about that, Eagle?
No, I literally just saw a piece of it yesterday.
Yeah, it's like a Fed charter license or something. So they're basically now a part of the Federal Reserve.
And they already had a banking license before, didn't they?
Yep, they were the first exchange to get full banking charter in the state of Wyoming.
Nuts.
And now they're part of the Federal Reserve, basically, which is super interesting. And then another article that sorry, go ahead, Molly.
I was gonna say like earlier, Kraken is like the only one besides like Coinbase that I can say I have actual confidence in.
Do you have an account there, Molly?
Kraken. What was that?
Do you have an account there with Kraken?
Yes, I do have Kraken.
I gotta set one up.
Kraken's always been good.
Yeah.
And I mean, thinking about everything we talked.
Yeah. LCX too.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah, the only thing with Kraken is I don't know how they offer these really high APYs for the staking. You know, Kusama used to be 18%. That's so I have had some on there, but they dropped it down to I think 10 or 11 now. But even Cosmos is like 15 or 16.
I love going over to Kepler and Osmosis to stake the Cosmos.
Clever Wallet?
No, I'll go over to the Kepler wallet and I'll connect that with Osmosis.
Okay, yeah, I've not even heard of that.
Yeah, but it's a good way to compound interest.
Okay. Yeah, I saw Osmosis staking on Trust Wallet was pretty high.
Oh, yeah, they got it on Trust Wallet too?
Yeah, and I'm not really sure what I haven't looked into Osmosis, man. I got to really do that.
Oh, yeah, I like Osmosis.
Oh, someone yesterday was talking about Cosmos and that they really think it's the future, not EVM.
Cosmos is actually really good, and
I say use both.
Yeah, it develops a lot under our eyes, like just behind the scenes.
Yeah,
you know, they don't. Cosmos has never really been one that's talked about, super hyped up, but it's always been there. It's been there the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, that Kraken, you know, I've never had a problem with them at all. Now with the whole CBDC tie, you know, I have Gala on there too. Sorry, I have 2 coins on Kraken.
You got an affiliate link, Adam?
I don't know if there's a referral or not for Kraken.
You know if there is, Molly?
I'm actually going to check for you. Yeah. I'm actually going to check for you, and if I haven't, I'm going to DM it to you on Twitter.
Yeah.
But that's actually something that I have to think about because I don't know if I have seen a referral link. To be honest, I haven't sent one to anyone.
Kraken referral. I'm just googling it right now. Let's see. Kraken affiliate program.
Oh, Adam, I sent you that referral link too for Globians.
Yeah. Yep. I did. I'm gonna definitely set that up for sure. Now that I
send it to me too.
Got you. I've been staking and baking there for months, like maybe 6-7 months.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I'm all about.
I'm taking a chance in it, because I believe in it. And with that partnership with MPEL, it gave me a little more glue. So I just been riding with him, man.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, we're so early right now. And if you've been in crypto, this is in for 3-4 years, and you kind of see what the landscape, what's going on. And if you found if you found XDC, you like quant, you have found the blue chip coins. And if your research is finding stuff like GBEX and veracity, I don't know how you say it, Very, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a reason you found those coins. And I know from the last bear market, holding Cardano, holding Polkadot, holding Matic, before they pumped, they felt like, oh my God, why am I holding this? You're seeing all this other stuff go crazy, and it felt stupid to hold them. And then all of a sudden, wham.
Yeah.
So if you have that feeling of, God, I have this bag and I know it's going to do something, but it just won't move, like XRP. They will come that time. Don't get fudded out. Hold on to what you own.
You got to think, if you guys like XDC and say XDC pumps like crazy, you think Globians is not going to catch a piece of that pump that XDC gets?
Absolutely.
Because every time XDC goes up a little bit, I notice Globians goes up a little bit. So that's my signal to let me know if XDC has a major rise, you can expect a nice profit.
That whole ledger ecosystem will.
Yeah.
I just feels like all the value kind of gets sucked up in there. And it not only, I feel like more of the value affects everything else than XRP itself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like XRP will pump, but then it feels like once XRP pumps, everything under it, like on the ledger.
Oh my God.
Any other altcoins
that are on.
Yeah. All those.
Wow.
It just seems
it's
like
beautiful.
those. Yeah. Because also they're traded. They're usually paired with XRP, not USD. So it's like your pair on XRP will be making you substantially more money than you would be in USD.
Yeah.
Hart's Law, right?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
What's Hart's Law? Hit me up on that.
Basically is like if you're paired in one thing and one thing goes up, the other thing's gonna go up.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Like coins that are bonded with the same liquidity pairs will all rise together. Like if ETH pumps, most ERC20s are gonna pump. And when ETH dumps, by the same. So they're correlated to that. So when XDC pumps, GBEX will pump, and XSwap and whatever else.
XSwap and all those bad boys, yeah.
Yep. So after it pumps and you make a bunch of money, now the CFTC chief is proposing that the average crypto investor should get different protection from professional and high net worth individuals. In remarks,
they want to take your money.
Christy Romero said the current regime's definition of retail investor is too broad, covering everything from average households to millionaires and hedge funds. She proposed there should be 2 categories of retail customers so that additional protections can be targeted to each group. What is safe and affordable for a millionaire or a hedge fund is likely to be very different for regular people who want to access markets but can't afford to lose everything, she said.
Who can afford to lose everything?
She was not seeking to cut off the average investor's access to markets altogether. We don't want to cut you out altogether.
No, altogether. We need your money.
We'd like to seek public input on what extra protections we can give you.
Oh my God, help me.
Initial ideas includes easy understand disclosures and limitations on leverage. but she was critical of the shift towards giving users access to direct markets via trading apps, saying that a broker adds a traditional layer of protection. I caution against market structures that remove brokers' duties to
it's over, baby.
without a full assessment of what will be lost. Yeah, what will be lost? The 15% these assholes are stealing from each.
There you go.
Right off the top.
That part.
Tighter scrutiny. Romero also called for agency to invoke heightened supervision of crypto exchanges. The CFTC and the failure of FTX, despite my multiple requests, she has not implemented heightened supervision. Her proposal should take urgency in the light of recent events. Like, this is crazy, bro.
Oh, my God. Help me.
This is crazy.
That's nuts.
What's up, Highlight?
Basically tell
How
you.
long is
They basically tell you.
Deposit. They usually hold mine for 7 days. Yeah, bro. Mine is 5 business days, unless I use the credit card or debit card, which the fee is like 4 times as much, and then you can send it off instantly. But yeah, it's at least 5 business days, so a week. Same here.
Molly, send me another message on Twitter too, and I'll text you by cell phone too.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
So, the CFTC shares oversight with the SEC, one of the agencies that has come under fire in the wake of FTX's collapse. CFTC Chair Rostin Benham in recent weeks called for more regulation, defending his agency's role in the debacle. He was speaking at Princeton saying, "I wish I had more reporting and transparency to outside parties." He's set to appear in front of the Senate Agricultural Committee today as part of a hearing whether congressional action is needed in response of the FTX crisis.
Oh, my God.
So
yes.
this is crazy. So they basically want to say, crypto, you could trade Bitcoin and Litecoin with no leverage, but millionaires, you can do 100x leverage. Don't worry. You won't lose everything.
Crazy.
No, you won't. Like, who can afford to lose everything? Who, just
right.
tell me who.
No one.
Like, when you say afford, like, I can live if I lose everything. A billionaire can live if he loses everything, but can he afford to lose everything? Probably not. You just seen Kanye West lose like his whole life savings, like his net worth in like a week. Can he really afford that? He says he's $50 million back taxes. Can he really afford that?
Right. Crazy, man.
I mean, so when people try to compare things like that and just throw millionaire and then plural S, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, how many is S? How many is that? Like 3, 4? How do we know?
So yeah, no, bro, it's nothing out of the norm. Gemini is 5 to 7 days, but honestly, I would not use them. I don't use Coinbase either. I think something's going on over there.
Me too.
Honestly, bro, I would use Kraken, and that the only reason is they just got that new Federal Reserve license or federal charter, so they will be able to issue CBDCs, and I just don't see them. They're now part of the beast. So
yeah,
I think that's why Jesse Powell resigned too, because he wanted to hold the line, and he saw what was coming. And he was not going to do this under his name.
Wow.
Yeah, Kraken is now a Gecko site.
Yeah, bro, it is. So
Kraken's now what?
If I don't know if there's any referral links or any bonuses for Gemini or for Kraken or Bitstamp. I know there's some of them where you get like $20 if you use a code or whatever, but if just Google and check for them. But Bitstamp and Kraken are definitely safe for the US.
Yeah.
Yeah, this article here was interesting. BlackRock saying that the next generation for markets is tokenization.
Yeah.
We had covered months ago that Grayscale was looking to tokenize everything, saying that there's $700 trillion in assets that can be tokenized, which is insane when you think about it. The market cap now is at $1 trillion. And there's
you see what they're doing with did you see the Lobster Wallet and all those tokenized they're tokenizing everything over there with the Lobster Wallet. They're doing the gold, palladium, silver, all types of stuff.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. When you get a chance, check that out.
Yeah, I only knew of that XXA coin, which is like just it's backed by metals.
Oh yeah, wait till you get in there.
Interesting.
I think the worst part about the article is like basically they're just showing like, yo, just come buy our stuff because it's like no one else has everything, bro. People are tokenizing this stuff already, and it's basically just no, come buy our stuff. I mean, Uphold, you can buy carbon, tokenized carbon, you can buy gold on it. Like they're selling us air without people understanding that. Like they're already doing it. You have a CO2 token. They're selling you air. You're going to have to be paying for air. If you want clean air, you're gonna have to pay, bro. So like, I like people don't see what's coming. I can buy stocks. I can buy Tesla all like on tokenized sites. Like it's
look at this. That's exactly right here. Read this right here.
Land, art, wine. Come on.
This approach enables a different way to trade assets like stocks, bonds, real estate, or even alternative assets like land, wine, art, allowing the transfers to be visible on a public ledger. And he's saying that this will provide instantaneous settlement and reduce fees. So that there you go. Here you go. Flow Carbon, a startup tokenizing carbon credits.
Look at that.
Recently attracted a $70 million investment. And JP Morgan turned to Polygon to trade tokenized cash deposits in Singapore-based trial via Onyx Digital.
Yep.
The bank also promoted benefits of tokenization in some of its white papers.
Right in our face.
Yep. Most cryptocurrencies are not going to be around in the future, though blockchain will.
Boom.
But they don't know that. They don't know that. Neither do we. You know, it's like we can confidently say a lot will go away, but you can't just say most because like we don't know that either.
Yep. This was Molly. This was the thing that you had Mario.
Oh, the SBF.
Yeah. At 5 o'clock today.
Today at 5?
Yeah. Yep. He's finally coming out to talk to everybody about what's going on, and this is his first public type of thing where he's speaking to the public.
Oh shit! I gotta listen to this. Oh.
So like that's an important space to listen to because this is the first time that he's coming out.
Yesterday.
Public. I was saying like speaking about the business to like the public.
Did you see my bad to cut you off, Molly, real quick. Did you see that they were trying to spin the light a little bit on him in the news and stuff like that?
Yeah, I did. He told everyone. He told everyone. Soft touch. Yeah, he told Adam. They did have that conversation the other day about like him donating to the party and certain things, but I think that was something different than what they're doing today.
Yeah.
But they did have a conversation the other day, and
he was on CNBC yesterday.
Yeah.
At that conference with Mark Zuckerberg and all them, he did a virtual interview with that guy with I forget his name, but yeah, he asked him a bunch of questions, and he was like, SBF was like, I just think things got really bad, and I'm really sorry, and I don't know what happened.
Bro.
Wow.
So wait.
Nothing, bro.
So besides that, right? The funny thing was BitBoy was actually tracking down SBF on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, but on YouTube. He literally went to the Bahamas and was on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, but YouTube live. He was live on YouTube hunting down SBF. They went to his car. They found his car, his Toyota. They were like looking in the back windows, took pictures of narcotics, like hanging out. He just has like narcotics openly hanging on his back seat with pills out and fucking like book bag. Bro, there was just so much stuff there. And BitBoy like goes over to his apartment. He's like, this is his building right here. He lives right here. He lives over here. And was like pointing it out, like all on YouTube. And then you seen the security also just come and like basically like shut him down. He's like, yeah, you can't do this. And they had to shut the live off.
Yeah, this was it yesterday right here at this conference, bro. He was on this big screen and this guy was talking to him live. He zoomed in and it was like Ross Sorkin, Andrew Ross Sorkin. That's the guy who interviewed him. And he talked, it was like an hour long. It was horrible. He just lied and nothing came out of it. It was so stupid.
Yeah, and there's just so much back and forth. You can't even believe that this was all set up. I mean, BitBoy was somewhere in an auditorium talking about stuff the other day, and the FTX came up, and then he got called out like live on stage, and he wouldn't admit that he talked about FTX. Dude in the crowd was like, "Yo, BitBoy, just admit that you're wrong." And BitBoy he wouldn't. He just wouldn't. He just goes off on a tangent. So it's like as much as BF is to be blamed for this, so is BitBoy.
Yep. He's just clout chasing, bro. He's bringing so much. I mean, he says he's doing it for good, but he's doing it to get his stupid bill passed.
We don't want your political influence.
Right? I mean,
BitBoy doesn't speak for the people, he speaks for his pockets.
Unless he, I want to see what he's releasing. His bill, if SBF was truly trying to like hijack crypto and like get that federal bit license, that would have been horrible. And if it is true that the BitBoy sent over SBF what he wanted for legislation and regulation, and then Sam Bankman-Fried took that and just hijacked it and wrote laws completely going against what he was wanted. Like that's bad.
Can you guys hear me?
They will. Yeah. These people are going to sell us out. They're just going to sell you out. And if you got your crypto someplace it don't need to be, they're going to take it. That's it. And that's just what I hear. This is just what I hear from everything they're announcing. Like we're just going to gamble with your money. And I mean, he said things got really bad, and he was like a child. He couldn't even address what was going on.
That's nuts.
He couldn't say one sentence in that interview with Andrew Ross Sorkin yesterday without stuttering, saying he can't formulate a sentence. It was really bizarre. And he's this super genius. Like he's not at all, man. He's just
no. Can you guys hear me over there?
Yeah, we can hear you
loud and clear. What up, John May? Much
Bullish
love.
John. Bullish John.
Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, John May been an OG since day one.
Yeah.
Irwin too.
Irwin.
Legend.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but it's so. Yeah, that's everything that I got. 5:00 today is the SBF Stutter Fest and Lie Fest on Twitter. So check that out. If I'm gonna probably pop in for a minute. What are you guys gonna check it out?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out. Is that 5:00 today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. See what this nut has to say. I mean, it'll be a bunch of lies, but I still want to see what he has to say.
But at least this one, that last one was hosted by the New York Times. This one's actually by like Mario Newfall and these other grand banter.
Oh my God!
Hit them with hard questions. Like they're not gonna just give them these little lob questions.
Every time I see Rand Nooner, he's always like trying to like down talk XRP. It's so weird.
Yeah,
Vase does it. I mean, all of them do it, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, we know what we hold.
I think it froze up.
You there, Molly?
Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was just listening to see if Eagle was still in here. Like, because he He was freezing this
Right.
a couple seconds ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, listen, the only thing that this teaches us is to like just get your money on and off these exchanges. Like, I mean, if you're going to use them, I mean, just don't let them be like some big giant centralized exchange because they're obviously they're just going to sell you out, as you can see.
Yeah.
And I mean, he didn't even structure the company was structured all types of weird ways to where. Did you see the bank that they bought?
No.
It was literally like a box. It was literally like a box in the middle of nowhere that had like 3 employees. You gotta look up the picture of the bank. It like if you see the picture of the bank, you can tell that this was a scam the whole time. The whole thing was a scam.
What do you think about that Deltec and Tether?
Actually, I haven't heard about that one.
BitBoy went to the Tether offices in the Bahamas, and
Okay.
there's like an $80 billion company, and there was, I guess, no one there, but it was Sunday, and he, I guess, had an interview or talked with someone that worked there, and I didn't watch it, I didn't have time, but I guess he's gonna bring to light if there's anything going on there, and if Tether collapses, man, it could get.
It may be the point where stable coins don't work.
Or they're forcing USDC on us, because I just saw Charles Hoskinson abandon his stable coin on Cardano.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, people say that's the best ecosystem. I mean, that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, I mean, stable coins have been a worry for me the past like couple weeks, couple months, where I'm just like, can we even trust these things anymore? Like, I like it was one thing where I felt like, okay, well, even if they had admin keys, like what are the chances? But now it's like, okay, like they can just gamble with your money and then one thing go wrong and then that stable coin loses its peg and then there's nothing you can do.
So Tether, the reason Circle and USDC is allowed to thrive is because they can freeze any account at any point. And now Tether too, the same thing. There was some shady account that the Department of Justice didn't agree with, so Tether shut down the wallets. So Tether is 100% the same. It's so DAI is really the only one that is
Safe right now.
I guess. But in DAI, they're backing with short-term T-bills and U.S. debt now. So I think DAI and USDC will be the ones that survive. I mean, losing a peg down here to 98 cents. I mean, dude, that's not good. I mean, it came down. I don't know. I mean, I heard, but I did hear that they're now like 80% cash reserves, but they haven't been audited. It's a debacle, but you got to be careful.
Yeah, the only way you'll know is if they're audited, bro. That like, and I didn't even think about that before. Never thought of it. Where it's like they can just tell you they have 80 million in reserves, and then what is 80 million in crypto? To be honest, nothing. 80 million is nothing in crypto. Like people could withdraw, I don't know, 30 million in Bitcoin and want to sell it for Tether, or like get wrap BTC and sell it for Tether or whatever.
Yep.
Like what stops them from doing that? What, do you not have that much money? What happens if someone wants to use 80 million in Tether one day, just in one day, where they wanted to manipulate the system? You don't think that, I don't know, that could possibly be something wrong?
Yeah, I mean, the market cap, it's $65 billion market cap. I mean, it's playing with fire here. Let's see the biggest wallet holders. So the Tether Treasury, 4.2 billion, Binance, 1.2 billion, OKX, 1.1 billion, Matic, 700 million, KuCoin, Binance. Man, dude, look at all these Binance accounts. So Binance has almost as much as the Tether Treasury.
There we go.
So, dude, did you know that Binance wasn't even a Chinese company?
I know there's Binance US, which is US regulated, and I didn't.
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't really know that.
been a Canadian citizen for 30 years.
Oh, so like that's Canada. That's probably not good either.
But everyone says, "Oh, Binance, China, China, China." That's FUD. That's completely false. He's Canadian. He's nothing to do with the CCP.
Yeah, I mean, in Canada, Canada is definitely not as bad as China, but Canada is like almost at that like Orwellian state too, where it's like if you ain't vaxxed, you can't get out of here.
Yeah, it's bad. But yeah, bro, that's everything that I got. You got anything else for today? ETH pumping back up to $3.72, baby.
Hey,
Let's go.
I ain't gonna personally for me, yeah, we can end off on that note, but personally for me, ETH might not be a bad buy in this bear market. I mean, for it to not go to what, like even a 7x from here, $20, which is very doable.
Yeah, I mean, I I might have screwed up. I went in emergency end state like 5 of my hex stakes on ETH and swapped them all out when ETH was like $11. I got like 12 of them. So I
Hey,
don't have it.
I sold my ETH at 11 too.
Yeah, I mean, bro, I just look at it like, I get people are bullish on it and they like it, but there's no development. It's all hexagons on there. There's nothing else being built.
You ain't wrong. There's nothing.
And once Pulse comes out, and like, who's gonna go and do all this? And it took 6 days for it to hit Kraken. Like, it was just a whole nightmare all around the board.
Yeah, ain't nobody using that unless you really know what you're doing. Besides that, ain't nobody using it.
Yeah. And yeah, DAI's interesting, man. Let me see if I can find the DAI Maker DAO. Their partnership is pretty interesting because DAI Maker DAO US. They're using US now debt to back the stable coin, which is super interesting.
I just feel like a disaster is coming with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in a sense, yeah, bro. I think so. But the fact that they're now using short-term debt, where was it? Let me see. Maker DAO. DAI US Treasury bills. I know something like that. Here we go. Maker DAO. So Maker DAO will invest 500 million DAI in corporate and bonds, short-term bonds. So
something's fishy going on here though, because didn't that dude die from Maker DAO?
yeah, the founder, I think. Yeah.
That ain't good, man. And then did you see the crypto billionaire from France that died in a helicopter crash?
No.
That ain't good either. I'm telling you, bro. Something going on here. It was like a day or yesterday or 2 days ago.
Damn, no. I mean, dude, that was. I mean, that guy's tweets were crazy. I mean, the fact that Mossad was after him, his girlfriend was a spy. Like, I don't feel like that's just some random tweet.
No, there's no way you can have that much money and be free, bro. And for me, from what I see, it don't work like that. There was another crypto founder the other week where he washed up on shore and he was dead. Because he was a founder of another protocol, and it ain't good, bro. Like it is not good. Basically, if you got power, money, and freedom, it's like they don't really want you to have that and really speak up too much. It's like you can have your money, but it's like don't be trying to wake people up.
Yep.
Ain't good.
I'm just reading this here. This is crazy. So MIP 65 introduces a new real-world asset pool with the aim of acquiring USD to USDC through PSM and investing it in a strategy of high-quality liquid bonds held in trusts arranged by Monetalis. Interesting, man. So you're starting to see both worlds combined. They know that it's the only way out. Can
They got
you
to integrate it.
cash them out and that? No, I don't think so, bro. Anytime you're cashing out into your bank, you got to pay taxes, but I'm not too sure. Oh, Richard Hart has a really good security team. Yeah, me too.
He said he
The L-
does. He said he has private security.
LUSD. I have not heard of that. Let me check that
Oh,
out.
Liquid, the Liquid protocol, USD.
Liquidity. Yeah, interesting. Liquidity. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Thanks, 369 time. I'm gonna check this out because it's always nice. Like, yeah, so the ETH IP tracking, when you put the new Flashbots network in there to get off ETH mainnet,
Mm-hmm.
you cannot use Uniswap with that Flashbots network. It won't let you. You have to switch back to ETH mainnet to use Uniswap. So I'm like, man, this is gonna open, this just is more reason that DeFi is so important. I can't go in and swap off that network. So Staker app, if I want to swap ETH or Hex or anything, you know what? I'll pay the extra $10 and do it in Staker app where I'm not,
Right.
held hostage.
Bro, and we did so much to save ourselves without even realizing it. Like, you can't use 1inch anymore here, but if you got Staker app, you can use 1inch here.
And also,
Because basically Staker app they do their swaps through 1inch and on the back end swap.
yeah, can't you only do limit orders on 1inch?
I don't know, because when you on the Staker app, when you just do it through the Staker app, it just swaps it for you. You just hit submit. I haven't. If you use a VPN, you can connect to the 1inch protocol still to swap, but technically we're not allowed to use it here, just like Tornado Cash.
So is there liquidity for? Oh yeah, all right. So it's just basically a Uniswap with limit orders. I've never used 1inch, bro, to be honest with you. I got the airdrop and sold it all and swapped it all for Hex.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have used it unless I had a reason. That's it. Like, I just use if I have a reason and there's a use case for things, I use them. And if there's not, and there's no reason,
Now I must have used 1inch though to get the airdrop. How the hell did I get the airdrop?
you did one swap at least, or two
I must have.
swaps. You probably had just heard about the airdrop and you were like, all right, well, let me just do my 1 or 2 swaps, and then you're
You know
good.
what? You're right, because I remember that because the Uniswap airdrop. I missed it. I missed that by a month, so I was so pissed. I went and did swaps on everything that I could find.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. I did my MetaMask swaps, so just in case get any free money, MetaMask, I'm ready.
Yeah, liquid loan, man. I don't. Did you see? So Jack Levin did an interview with Trayvon yesterday. It was really interesting, bro. They brought up, or they were talking about Pulse Chain and the sacrifice money, the SEC coming after it, and what Jack was saying is that Richard's got to be so careful with that sacrifice money. Like, he can't use it to pump prices with anything. And yeah, it was I got to go back and rewatch it. It was towards the end of their stream, but yeah, Jack is a really smart guy, and I think he knows a lot about like the law. And yeah, it was really interesting. So I'm praying that there's no problems with Pulse Chain and the law and
There
launch.
goes the thing as well. Like, it don't affect nobody but the U.S.
No, the problem is
affects us.
the SEC thinking that it's a security, the sacrifice.
Oh, yeah, no, I get it. I get that. And I mean, for US citizens, that sucks. But if you really think about it, the only thing it will affect is a US citizen's opinion. And if they take their money out. But like to anyone living in the UK, South America, anywhere else in the world, that does not matter. It matters for us, but for them, it doesn't matter. And like I had that thought go through my mind. Where like, yes, it would affect us greatly. Would it affect like US investors and what they would do? Absolutely. But I don't think it really affects anything else in the world. But it being a security, it is important and it isn't at the same time because it's important to us. But I can't really look at the demographics and say Americans sacrifice more because if I'm not mistaken, crypto is actually more popular everywhere else around the world than like America, as far as like who's into that stuff. And that's just
Yep.
what I've seen. I could be completely wrong, you know.
Yeah, no, you're right, man. I mean, Richard doesn't even live here. I think the only reason they're probably doing this is because he came to the United States and stepped foot here. I would
Exactly. He's
guess.
lived over there for so long. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing it will affect is um basically who sells it in the US. They gotta sell it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, and even if it was deemed a security, it's like all they're gonna do is pay a fine. It's just so it's crazy. No one's company gets shut down. Nothing happens. They just, oh, it's like, okay, you're a security. Well, give me some money. Okay, we can do business. It's just it's like the US cartel. You get what I'm saying? They're no better than anyone else, bro. They're just gonna do what's in their best interest. So I realized even with the XRP thing, like, did that really affect XRP? I mean, maybe it didn't have the launch off top, you know, but did it destroy XRP? It didn't destroy it. It did
No.
just fine without people buying it on Coinbase.
I mean, what it went from what, like 20 cents or 17 cents to like $1.80 while being sued. So what was that, 10x while being sued? So
Exactly, bro. Exactly. So it's like, okay, you didn't get that blow off top, but did it destroy it? No. And then once you
yeah,
get regulatory clarity, which I don't want, which we shouldn't all care about because we shouldn't need it anyway. But once it gets regulatory clarity, what are they going to do? They're probably going to sell it on Robinhood or something like that. I mean, is Shiba Inu getting sued? You know, like, or is Dogecoin getting like? Technically, you can't sue something that's not a company.
yeah, I agree. I completely agree, bro. I mean, we'll see. I mean, they're just fishing right now for what they can get. I mean, no one was paid. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you go back and watch some of these guys' streams, I mean, yeah, they hype the hell out of it and 10,000x this, that. And then no expectation things. Yeah, it's kind of bullshit. Any judge would look at it and say you expected profit, I would say. But I mean, no one took
You're
money.
right. You're right.
That's the thing. Nobody took money.
You're right. I mean, dude, if anything, BitBoy should be arrested by the SEC if people want to talk about taking money to shill stuff that has absolutely nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense to me when you just think about the whole thing. It's like, why is BitBoy not being sued then by the SEC for shilling illegal securities? How many projects has he shilled and then been paid $40,000 just to talk about it?
Yep. 100%. Yep, free market cap. And yeah, honestly too, bro, the more like I like learn about crypto, market cap is kind of irrelevant. Like it's a good metric to look at and see like how big or how small a project is. But, even I look at it like gold, right? The price of gold is $1,700, but what's the real value of gold? It's being hyper suppressed. So we've been kind of tricked by the price of gold and thinking it sucks, it's a shitty investment, it's not going anywhere. But in reality, stocks in the last 25 years have gone up zero against the price of gold, but they've gone up again in the price of dollars. So gold actually preserves your wealth so much better than dollars. And the whole price of gold not going anywhere, it's been a shitty investment. Well, yeah, that's true, but stocks also have gone up nothing against gold. So you can make the same argument there. And I think once gold is digitized and it's traded 24/7, gold 24/7, bro. This is crazy what they're doing. So they are talk about here. The current structure of the global market is fragmented and prevents gold from being an easy tradable financial asset. In order for gold to be fully fungible, the industry must work to establish a global standard which everyone can adhere. And then they talk about in order to remain relevant, the gold market must undergo a digital transformation, allowing transparent and effortless 24/7 retail and wholesale transactions. This means removing artificial barriers and establishing modern market infrastructure. The digitalization and tokenization is essential to modernize the gold market and make it more accessible to investors now and in the future. And then de-risking it from a level 3 to a level 1 from the BIS, that means it's now as liquid as cash, according to them. So big clunky gold bar is now as liquid as cash.
Yeah, I mean that's the same thing as like crypto versus the dollar valuation. It's like people don't realize the value of the dollar is going down. It's like not always the value of this going up.
Right. And that exactly.
So in that in theory, yeah.
And even though gold has barely gone up in dollars, well, the dollars have inflated so fast that the gold values of everything actually held better. And it's a massive spell that we're under. And so I really see a massive gold revaluation or some kind of gold backing major assets and cryptos in the future.
Yeah, and then I mean it's all about connections too, because I mean you got to know where to sell this stuff and buy it too. Like most people don't know where to go buy sell this stuff. Like people buy gold, and that's like like you said, it's a good thing. But for some reason, I've just found a lot of people don't know where to go to buy and sell and get good prices instead of being taken advantage of. Because most exchanges will, like a someone local.
You got to go to Amex, bro, online.
Yeah. I bought off Amex.
Or is that the name of it? Amex Gold or Apex Gold?
I think it's Amex.
Yeah. What is it? Where is it? Gold. APMEX. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, APMEX. This is where I get stuff from. And I maybe have like a half ounce of gold total. But I've been buying a little bit of silver. I mean, the premium on gold is like $70 or $80 right now, I think, for an ounce. Yeah, $18.96. So the price is, yeah, $89-$90 over spot. So that, I mean,
yeah,
that's like what, 4.5-5%. That's not that bad, I guess.
Yeah,
5% tax on it. But yeah, buy silver now, not gold. Yeah, I did, bro. I have a way more silver than gold. It was, yeah,
smart.
It's just
smart.
You want the silver looks better than a little gram of gold or whatever.
Exactly, multiples.
Yeah, silver. Yeah, Jim Rickard says once currency gets backed by gold, will be about 10,000-15,000 an ounce. That would be crazy. Silver is insurance with potential upside. Yep. Exactly. Go to Money Mental. It is. Yeah, I don't know Money Mental, but I got that. That's everything I got, Molly. Anything you got? Anything you got left?
That's all I got, man.
Hell yeah. Well, that's all we got. None of this is financial advice, obviously, for the couple people watch, 2 people watching, but anyone that watches this in the future, obviously, we don't know what the hell we're talking about. We're just sitting here talking to screens.
Yeah. We're just talking about what we see. That's all.
Yo, Erwin, thank you, man, for the support, bro. You're a legend. Appreciate it.
Yes,
You
Erwin.
too, John.
Erwin, we love you.
369 Highlight. Appreciate you stopping in. And on that note, we will see you guys on the next one.
Molly out.
At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance, we are the future of crypto.